So the Houston Rockets squared up with the Portland Trailblazers earlier this week, and I regret to inform y'all that I am not able to say that the Rockets have gone 3 for 3 since starting the new season in the NBA bubble, right? So they took an L against the against the Trailblazers this week. But I mean, like I say, you win some, you lose some. You can't win all of them. But even though the Rockets did take an L this week, it doesn't mean that the game was bad. And bad it was not, because even though it wasn't as exciting as when they went up against Dallas and the Bucks, this game was neck to neck. The Trailblazers and the Rockets were neck to neck throughout the majority of the game. I believe the Trailblazers, their biggest lead was 13 points. Unfortunately, the Rockets were only able to muster a 1-point lead at some point in the match, but again, it wasn't. I'm not gonna pony up and make up excuses for the Rockets just because they're my team, right? I mean, an L is an L, and you gotta own up to it when you lose. So that night they lost to the better team. But regardless of what happened, the Rockets did have some good highlights like they usually do, and I just want to go ahead and get these highlights started, man. Just let you guys know what I liked. Eventually I'll kind of sprinkle in what I didn't like about the match, about the game. So there was a few things that I didn't like, in particular the free throw shooting from Russel Westbrook, right? So he went 5 of 12 from the free throw line. It was a bad free throw night for Russ indeed. If he had hit more, we probably could have won. But I mean, like I said, you win some, you lose some. So let's start, man. So here we have, again, highlight, James Harden is going to do James Harden. But right here you'll see, again, the team with awesome ball movement, right? So they go from Russel Westbrook to Covington to House, and then Harden wide open for the three, man. And they need to do this more often and give James Harden a lot of open looks. I know he's really good at ISO and getting space for himself, but I believe if he gets more practice in, because lately they've been really good at moving the ball and finding the open man. I believe that if Harden gets a lot more of these open threes under his belt, they're going to be they're already dangerous. They're going to be hella dangerous. Because I know Harden, sometimes he'll struggle on some wide open threes. It's fucking weird, man. I don't know. But here we start off with the three to start off the match to match the Trailblazers 3. So 3 for 3. Here again, Russell Westbrook had another fantastic night at driving to the basket. So it doesn't matter. And interestingly enough, for this match, the Trailblazers were playing 2 bigs at a time. So I believe here they had Zach Collins, and they also had Yusuf Nurkic, which was going to be very difficult to penetrate the paint with these 2 dudes guarding the zone. So it was what it was. But again, we're talking about Russell Westbrook here, and it doesn't really matter who's guarding the paint. He's going to get past. If he sets his mind to it, he's going to get to it. And so here we have James Harden passing to Daniel House. Again, Daniel House, one of the better 3-point shooters on the team, along with Macklemore, and Jeff Green's been showing some real good numbers here. We have Robert Covington also shooting a 3. When we have these other dudes besides James Harden shooting 3s, you already know you're gonna have a real good night. And lately we've been having good performances from Daniel House, from Macklemore. Jeff Green in particular has been doing really good from 3. So if we can get these other guys shooting 3s besides James Harden, I just can't imagine. And you're gonna see later on in this video that the bench was a mixture between the starters and bench players, but they were holding it down without James Harden and Russell Westbrook near the end of the third and for a portion of the fourth quarter. So it's getting caliente fiesta with the Rockets, man. So here we have James Harden, right, doing a little ISO, dancing around, and he penetrates, and it doesn't matter. He gets in He's always gonna get it in. Just look at him. It don't matter, man. He had three people in traffic. It doesn't matter, man. James Harden's gonna get what he wants most of the time, and so does Westbrook. Here we have Russ, Jeff Green 3. I'm telling you, man, these guys are getting good from 3. They need to continue this shooting performance from 3. There we had Jeff Green with a little pass fake. I think that was Damian Lillard. He kind of went. No, that was CJ McCollum. Yeah, CJ McCollum went for it and left him wide open. He got that in. Again, man, these dudes continue shooting threes like they've been doing. It's gonna be awesome. Here we have James Harden. He's playing with the ball. Slow down, Marcus Smart. Now that was a flop, and I like how the commentator for AT&T Sports, they're like, "Oh, that was a flop. Definitely a flop. Don't flop, man. You're gonna leave that man open. It's easy 3 points, man. Calm down, Marcus Smart." And I'm calling him that because that dude's always tripping. Oh, Westbrook to quickly ignites the Jets. He gets in. They were sleeping on him right there in the paint. As they're expecting Harden to do something. They left him wide open. Like, how you gonna turn your back on that, man? Like, Harden saw the opportunity. He made the quick pass for the easy bucket right there. Here we have this play right here was one of the more was one of the better plays of the night, right? So here we have, from coast to coast, Russell Westbrook. Check him out. Oh, watch out, big guy. Don't hurt yourself. Russell Westbrook with the spin move. Oh my God, right into the bucket. Coast to coast, man. This was one of the better plays of this night, and oh my God, this was incredible. Just how versatile that Russell Westbrook is, man. Coast to coast. He's just like outrunning everyone. Just look at that. Like, oh my God, it's incredible what Russell Westbrook can do. That's why I'm so happy he's on the team. Here we go. This is another one of the better plays, right? So Westbrook ends up passing it to Macklemore, who gets that last minute shot. But Jesus, man, look at this pass from Harden, like past half court. Westbrook catches it, passes, is able to get it in right as the buzzer goes off. This is another highlight of this game. Jesus Christ, man, that pass was amazing from Harden to Westbrook. Like, got like 2.6 seconds left on the clock, and they were able to get a bucket from the other end of the court. You know, it's incredible, man. Now here, what is this? What am I looking at? Okay, so here I just want, again, I had mentioned that the Rockets were holding their own. So here we have PJ splash 3 ball. Look closely. These are the last few, I think it's like last 3.5 minutes of the third quarter, and I know they made it in there, but right now it's 77-86 with 20 seconds left on the clock. And you'll notice there's no James Harden, there is no Russell Westbrook on the court right now. Harden, at this point, he had already gotten 5 fouls, so he had to sub out as that Westbrook was getting his rest. Right now we're in the fourth, so right now it's 82-86 in the fourth, at the start of the fourth. Again, we have no Russell Westbrook, no James Harden, and they are holding their own for the most part. They were able to get Westbrook some rest, and Harden too, while they were out there taking care of it, man. Normally, like, you'll have, like, if you don't have your star players playing most of the time, they're gonna fall behind. But not these dudes, man. They toughed it out, man, and they stayed with it to the point where they were tied by 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. This game may not have been all that, but just like the little details like that, it makes you think, like, holy shit, man, the Rockets have a pretty damn good team at this time. It's just that I wish the rotation was a lot deeper. So regardless, man, they're playing with what they got, and they're playing with heart, man. It's really good. This was another play from Russell Westbrook. I think this may be the last one right here. Quick pass, booyah, man. Oh my God, like, look at that. They go from playing hot potato, dude, and quickness is like, oh, hot potato has flown, and it lands in Westbrook's hands, and you know that's gonna get dunked, man. It was a great game. Here. Yeah, I think that was all the highlights for the Rockets that I have, or at least that I thought were noteworthy, right? So again, not to discount what the Portland Trailblazers did. So here we're gonna have I think it's Hassan White. Yeah, that's Whiteside right there, straight up blocking Westbrook from getting the bucket. At first they were trying to call what's it called, goaltending. They were trying to call goaltending, but it was really close and it wasn't. Here we have Damian Lillard, man. You do not want to mess with this dude when he gets hot from three. This dude can shoot some deep threes, and I know he shot three 3-point shots in succession, and Mike D'Antoni had to call a timeout because you cannot let this man get hot. He will torch you from three. Again, here we have Damian Lillard with three. This team is good, man. And then finally, the final nail in the coffin here for the Rockets was Melo shooting that dagger three. I'm like, oh, that's it. Yeah, as soon as I saw that happen, I'm like, Jesus, man. Freaking Melo, dude. Like, nobody thought he would be able to do shit like this. And like, clearly, man, Damian Lillard said it too in his post-game interview. That dude's a Hall of Famer. That's for sure, man. And a lot of people thought he was washed, man. Unfortunately, he didn't make it out with the Rockets, man. But I mean, shit happens, and you know, it's a sport, it's a business too. So you're gonna get the pieces you need. That's what management's gonna do. If they see that something's not working out, they're not gonna let you stick around. So, but regardless, this game was entertaining, I would say. For the most part. Again, it wasn't a huge blowout or some overtime thriller kind of bullshit like with Dallas or whatever with the Bucks, right? But you know, they were neck for neck, man, and the game could have steered either way, man. So there was a lot of times when they were tied. There's a lot of, you know, it was a lot of crazy shit, especially Westbrook, man. That dude's a walking highlight reel, man. He just does not stop, man. Again, Westbrook was 5 from 12 from the free throw line. I feel like if he had made some more, they could have probably won, because they lost by 8 points. So, I mean, you know, in this game, however, again, there was some plays where you had the bigs on the Portland's team, like you had like Nurkic passing the ball to Collins, and you know, they're kind of just playing like keep away from the Rockets, right? Like you got the two bigs just keeping the ball in the air. So that's what the Rockets are gonna sacrifice when they go into small ball, right? So one thing that the Rockets are trying to do to mitigate for that issue, for the rebounding issue, is to force a lot of turnovers. And unfortunately, in this game, they were only able to force 12 turnovers out of Portland, while they themselves only had 10. So there wasn't too much of a difference in the turnovers that both teams had. So they weren't going to score the points that they could have scored if they had forced a lot more turnovers. And again, they were heavily out-rebounded, 5-15. Like, Portland ended up getting 3 times the amount of rebounds that the Rockets were able to get in the game. So again, there's a lot of things to small ball that require a lot of mitigating, and if it doesn't work, for example, shooting threes, getting a lot of turnovers, you know, things like that, if you can't get those things to flow right from the start, it's not going to be a good game. But regardless, they were able to keep, again, the highest lead that Portland was able to get was 13. And again, for the most part, they were neck and neck. So that says a lot about the defensive effort that the Rockets are putting. So again, even in the post interview, James Harden said that their defense was pretty good. It's just that their offense wasn't crisp enough, you know. But again, it's you win some, you lose some. So you're not gonna take all of them. But with that being said, guys, the Rockets play the Lakers next, so this is gonna be interesting. And I think there was some reports that Westbrook may not be in due to a quad contusion. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But again, Lakers Rockets, that's gonna be another banger. Unless I don't know, man. I don't want to say the Lakers are gonna blow out the Rockets, because the Lakers haven't been doing too hot either, even though they've clinched the first seed. So we'll see, man. With that being said, this has been Dro, bringing you an impression for the Houston Rockets seeding Game 3 against the Portland Trailblazers. If you enjoyed the video, I hope to see you guys in the next one. So we'll see. Take care, guys.